When the sun goes down, here with you I'm found. In your love I drown. I wouldn't have it any other way. Ooh, I'm making memories with you. All of the stupid things we do. We may be young, but we are wild and free, making memories. Whoa, 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 whoa.
afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to the EDHEC Celebration of the 2020 class and the 2021 class. My name is Alexandra Matricon. I am Deputy Head of the Master in Finance track.
My name is Laurent Deville, Professor of Finance and Academic Director of the Master in Finance.
We are thrilled and honored to finally welcome you today on our beautiful and sunny Lille campus for this special occasion. We are also delighted to share this event with your friends, your family here with us, but also around the world, as the ceremony is live streamed for the first time. No need to worry about taking photo. We have professional photographer who will be taking pictures which will be made to you at the end of the ceremony. The ceremony will be held in English. Translation kits are available to all guests. Si vous désirez un casque de traduction, merci de vous signaler auprès des hôtesses.
A very warm welcome to all of you. We have faced a serious health crisis, and obviously, times remain difficult for some of our students here in France, in Europe, or everywhere else in the world. Yet today, we are here together. And on behalf of all the professors and staff who have been sharing with you 1, 2, 3, or even 4 years at EDHEC, we wish to tell you how proud and happy we are to have you back for this special celebration. We are certain that your family and friends gathered here and watching at a distance share our pride and excitement. In a few seconds, we'll call on stage people who played and still play a key role at EDHEC. We will also put forward a few students who especially stood out academically or through the impact, engagement, or innovation they demonstrated. After the ceremony, we will be delighted to share a cocktail with you all.
Now, and to open the celebration, I have the honor to invite on stage Professor Emmanuel Mété, Dean of EDHEC Business School.
Good to be with you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, dear professors, my dear colleagues, dear EDHEC staff members, dear EDHEC alumni, I know we have some, dear parents, dear students, dear friends, it's my great pleasure to welcome you, as Alexandra said, to our beautiful and sunny Lille campus. It's really a great pleasure. I know that some of you have been traveling from quite remote location. It's really great to have you on board for this face-to-face graduation ceremony. A graduation ceremony is always a moving occasion. It's a moment when we celebrate the students, the parents. It's a rite of passage. It's a moment when a generation hands over the reins to the next one. It's a moment when you have a very special dialogue between the past and the future. Let's talk about the past for a while. When preparing this graduation ceremony and preparing this speech, I asked the EDHEC Alumni Association to find out who is the oldest EDHEC graduate still alive today. And they found Jacques Carpentier. Jacques Carpentier was born on June 16, 1918. Yes, the last year of the First World War. And Jacques Carpentier was in your shoes. He was graduating from EDHEC in 1938. So it means that Jacques is now 103 years old. He's in good shape, very good shape. And he left the school right before the Second World War. At that time, the class size was approximately 30 students, all of them coming from the north of France. So just try to think about the difference and the progress the school has made since that time. 9,000 students, 5 campuses in France, outside France. Students coming from all around the world, professors coming from all around the world, 650 staff members. Try to imagine what your school will be in 20 or 30 years from now. Try to imagine what you will be doing in 30 years from now. A special link between the past and the future. So this is our heritage. This is your heritage, and you will have to cherish it. You will have to grow it. So now, if we try to talk about the future, it's a bit more difficult. I mean, you're obviously graduating in a context which is a bit complex. Of course, the environment is full of opportunities. At the same time, it's full of challenges. It's impossible not to talk about the war in Ukraine. It's impossible not to talk about climate change. I'm sure you have read the last report of the IPCC. It's impossible not to talk about social justice. I'm sure you know that 70% of the population worldwide lives with less than $10 a day. It's impossible not to talk about instability. In 2020, 82 million people were forced from their homes, refugees. It's the equivalent of the population of Germany. And last but not least, I mean the COVID crisis, which impacted all of us. So yes, the environment is complex. Opportunities, challenges, and you will have to shape it. You will have to transform it. This is your duty, this is your responsibility. I'm quite confident. And talking about the COVID, when I have a look at the way we collectively dealt with the crisis, I must say that I'm quite not only happy, but also proud. We probably could have been done better, but we really faced the crisis and we did our best. All of the stakeholders of the school, of EDHEC, I mean the students, first. You accepted to confine yourself, to restrict a bit your social life, whereas you were not the first target, quote unquote, of the virus. You accepted to attend classes online, and it was overall a very nice reaction, and I know how tough it was for you. The professors, they had to move their courses online overnight. And then after the lockdown, they had to teach with a mask for more than 1 year. The EDHEC staff, they had to provide the professors, the students, with support just to make it happen online or hybrid mode. The alumni of the school, they provide support, they showed solidarity. We launched a solidarity fund, emergency fund, to help the students who were impacted by the COVID, and the alumni, and the families as well, the parents, they gave money in order to help students which were in a financial poor situation due to the COVID. And lastly, the governance of the school. We decided with the board of governors, with the president of the school, Bruno de Pamplonne, we decided to stick to our vision, to stick to our strategy, to stick to our values. Whatever the COVID would do, we decided that we would invest in our plan, we would invest in our priorities, and to work for the future generations. And as a result, today, I am happy to share a few good news with you about the school, because I think that obviously you're leaving a school that is doing quite well. In 2021, the professors of EDHEC published nothing less than 100 scientific articles, 40% more than 2020. In 2021, we also opened a new campus next to this one, which was financially supported by the family Arnaud, the owner of LVMH, a campus on which we have our incubator and will perform entrepreneurial activities. We open a research center on climate finance because we want EDHEC to have an impact on climate change through finance. We open a branch in the US, EDHEC America. We now have every year 200 students in California, the GET program at Berkeley and the bachelor students at UCLA. And last, I will emphasize our policy in terms of inclusion and social diversity. We have decided to invest 60 million euros over the next 5 years, just to make sure that talented people are able to attend EDHEC programs, whatever their financial resources. As a consequence, in December 2021, EDHEC Business School was ranked 10th in Europe by the Financial Times. It's our best ranking ever. We entered in the top 10, along with Oxford, along with London Business School, INSEAD, IMD, our friends from HEC, our best score ever. And I think it's a result of what we have done together despite the crisis. So in conclusion, once again, I would like to congratulate you. I would like to wish you the best. I know that, once again, the environment is a bit complicated, is a bit challenging, but you're very well equipped. I'm sure you will succeed. And I would like to leave you with a quote from a French philosopher, Alain, who said, "Pessimism is mood, optimism is will." Enjoy your evening at EDHEC, and à bientôt. Thank you.
Please join me now in welcoming on stage Professor Michel Sisto, Associate Dean of Graduate Studies. Michel.
Thank you, Alexandra. As my colleagues have already expressed, it is truly a joy to be here with all of you this evening. As a parent myself, having 2 children who graduated from masters in 2020 and 2021, I understand the excitement of all of our alumni and the joy also of our parents in being here. For our alumni and parents who are at a distance, we're sorry you can't join us today, but really, really delighted to have you follow us from afar. Graduates, you're here, you're experiencing the camaraderie of being part of the class of 2020 and 2021 graduates of EDHEC. But you're also part of the camaraderie of students worldwide who graduated and started their professional lives during a global pandemic. You have shown tremendous adaptability and resilience. You changed your homes where you were living. Some of your parents may have had the unexpected joy and challenge of having you back home for some time. You were able also to adapt your expectations, your manner of learning, your way of seeking employment, and your way of socializing with each other. And since then, you've gone on to begin your careers all over the world in enriching areas. To do this, and to accomplish all of this, you must feel a great sense of pride, and it's thanks both to your talent and to your tenacity. But it's also thanks to the love and support of your families and your friends who accompanied you along this journey. So I would like to ask all of our graduates who are here with us today, and also those who are at a distance, to please rise for a moment, rise on up, and express your gratitude and your appreciation for your parents and your loved ones with a warm round of applause. Thank you. You graduates, you are a group of internationally minded, intellectually talented, and socially conscious young professionals. Each of you, in your unique way, contributed at your time at EDHEC to our school and to our learning community, and we thank you very much for that. You each have your own unique gifts to offer. A famous quote that's attributed to Picasso is that the meaning of life is to discover your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. So we hope that each of you will be generous in sharing and giving of those gifts in the years to come. There are a number of our graduates who not only have completed their Master in Management or an MSc with us, but who also took on the extra challenge of doing a double degree. Some of those did a double degree in another field, engineering, climate science, mathematics, law, public affairs. Some of those students did those double degrees with our prestigious partners here in France, and some with our prestigious partners abroad, whether it be at MIT, Berkeley, SKK, Centrale Lille, University of Nice, and more. So we'd like to take a moment and ask all the students who are with us today that did a double degree to just stand for a moment so we can acknowledge this accomplishment. So please stand. Now, you may have noticed that there was a cluster of these double degrees in an area here. And these are our trailblazing students who are the first two cohorts of a program that was begun at EDHEC 4 years ago called the Global Economic Transformation and Technology Program. And I would like to invite Professor Ludovic Caillé, the director of this program, on stage.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Dear GET graduates, not anymore students, when I'm thinking of you, a word comes to my mind, the word pioneers. You are a group of adventurous, bold and brave young women and men. You took the challenge of a completely new MIM program when you joined the GET. The challenge of studying on 3 continents with 3 different academic traditions in elite institutions, EDHEC, SKK, GSB, and UC Berkeley has. And last but not the least, you faced a global pandemic. And yet, despite all this, you have been able to find excellent jobs and even for some of you to create companies. Eventually, you have constantly pushed us to improve the Nation program with our Korean and American partners. And I'm truly honored to have the privilege of heading that program with the help of Léa Durand, who must be somewhere in the room. Thank you for all you give us.
Thank you, Ludovic. And now I ask all of the graduates to take a moment to reflect back on your academic experience at EDHEC. And I hear the giggles. I want you to think about a professor that marked your experience in some way. It may be a professor whose absolute deep knowledge of his or her field and passion for it was contagious. It may be a professor who opened your eyes to a field in which you are now forging your professional path. It may be a professor who helped you discover a new lens through which you view the world. And it may be a professor who simply inspired you through his or her philosophy of life or of learning. So at this moment, I would like to ask all of the professors who are present with us here today to please join me on stage. And at EDHEC, the professors are an important part, but a part of our student experience. We have large teams who work very hard in order to help you find your career path. To help you find your career path and live a full student experience. So at this time, would all staff members who are here with us today please also join us on stage. Now, what all of these people have in common is that they are all doing what they love and value, and that is contributing to the education and the development of our future generations. At this time, I would like to ask Professor Emmanuel Gershenko, our Director of Graduate Finance Programs, to please say a few words to you on their behalf.
Dear students, dear graduate students, first, good afternoon. On behalf of your professors, of the Finance and GET track team members, and more globally on behalf of the full EDHEC community, I just want again to congratulate and to say how proud we are of you all. Indeed, despite turbulent times marked by lockdowns, remote learning, and working environment, you have displayed great resilience, courage, engagement, and passion. You passed your courses, you validated your master project, and finally, you graduated. You made it. Congrats. And here you are now, young EDHEC graduates, on your way to careers, to corporate finance, private equity, green tech, fintech, or as young entrepreneurs, working in great financial and business centers. Could be London, Paris, Frankfurt, Shanghai, New York, San Francisco. You are entering in various industries that are disrupted, that are experiencing changes with a lot of great job opportunities. Disruption technological, human, with the growing importance of social and also environmental dimensions. So, as you are embarking to this new journey, exciting new journey, I just want to invite you to stay in touch with your professors, with your program directors, and broadly with the EDHEC family. So now I'm inviting your professors, all the team members, to upload you, their students. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. It is now time for us to recognize the actions of our students with the EDHEC Student Engagement Award.
At EDHEC Business School, we are grateful to have students showing a strong level of engagement in the school and within society at large. All of them deserve praise, but we'd like to distinguish 4 alumni today whose impact has been particularly outstanding and who perfectly represent the school's value: innovation, impact, and engagement. Let us first call on stage 2 alumni from the Global Economic Transformation and Technology Program who particularly stood out. May I please ask Joséphine Bloch and Utkarsh Arora to join us on stage.
Hello. Dear friends, parents, teachers. Well, first of all, I'm extremely proud to receive this award today in front of you all on this memorable day that we've been waiting for a while now. It's hard to put all feelings to words, but these last few years at EDHEC have been life-changing for me. I met incredible people that pushed me to be the best that I could be. I stumbled on strangers that are today my closest friends. I discovered the world, which helped me to always have the biggest mindset possible and to think, as EDHEC loves to say, outside the box. I challenged myself and I finally learned to play rugby. However, I know that a few people in the crowd can vouch for me when they say that I should only try once. Yes. So I'm so fortunate to have started my journey here at l'EDHEC, and I wish to personally thank Monsieur Ludovic Cailluet, Léa Durand, and Patricia Vinon, who were incremental to our program, and that have become a very big part of who I am today. I would also like to give a special mention to all the student body and the staff members, the teachers, and the people that have worked very hard in the shadows to help our generations achieve our dreams. Your patience and dedication for organizing this event and for bearing with us throughout all these years is still today very inspiring, and I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for my education. So I won't be able to thank everyone by name, but I do want to mention all of my GET cohort, who I love, who I have learned so much from and are just amazing people with such talent, ambition, and commitment. You can all go taste the curtos at the end of this event. They're really amazing. And last but not least, I would like to extend my love and gratitude to my parents, who have always been there for me, and that taught me to never be afraid of the unknown. So thank you so much for everything. And I wish to dedicate this award to all of you and the future generations, and the best down the road, the long road ahead of us. Thank you.
Just, Ludovic, do you want to introduce Utkarsh, please?
Hello.
Yeah.
Very quickly, because Josephine was so fast, but thank you for your words. I just want to say quickly that Josephine from GET 2020, the first cohort of the program, has been one of the class rep of the program, so that was her first engagement. Always present when we needed her, with good humor and energy all the time. And while at EDHEC, she was part of the EDHEC Red EDHEC Association, sorry. Excelling academically and in sports. And I want to say also that she's a true explorer, because after she graduated from the master program at EDHEC, she joined a specialized master in engineering in new energy technologies, and now work in clean energy, and I'm pretty sure that she's already impacting the future generations positively. Utkarsh, to give you 10 more seconds to focus on your speech. Utkarsh is from GET 2021, this batch. And he came from India with a bachelor in engineering. And I remember watching his educational science YouTube videos very early on. And he's really a multi-talented individual who immersed himself in the GET program and the EDHEC community, learning French very quickly and getting an internship in France in a startup and later at automotive company PSA. And now, all along, Utkarsh has always been present for his fellow international students and to help us for the program, participating in promotion events. And I know that even this afternoon you were again shooting a video for promoting the program, so thank you, Utkarsh, for that. And Utkarsh is now a global management trainee at AB InBev in France. Thank you so much.
Well, it's been an incredible 3 years at EDHEC. Unfortunately, I don't have a speech, but luckily my colleagues said everything that needed to be said. I would just like to do a big shout out to Ludovic, Léa Durand, and Sonia Gasto, and all my colleagues from the GET for this incredible experience. That's it.
Congratulations. Please move to the center of the stage for a group photo.
Thanks a lot. To honor the 2 students selected for their collective engagement in the Masters of Finance, I'm pleased to call on stage Benoît Arnaud, Dean of Programs. And now, the name of the 2 students. Let's all congratulate Ankit Kalia and Marie Legrand. Marie Ankit, can you join us on stage, please?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So, just don't do the mistake. Give me 2 seconds so that I can introduce you. I remember very clearly the first time I met with Ankit. As new president of the EDHEC Student Finance Club, he wanted to share with me all that he had already been done and all that he wanted to be done within the year, but also afterwards. I remember ending our meeting a little bit struck by the amount of information he had been sharing with me. Was that 30, 40 pages, something like that? I remember a pile of PowerPoint slides. But also I was struck by the ambition Ankit put in the EDHEC Student Finance Club, not only for his cohort, but also for the future. Your imprint will definitely be long-standing at EDHEC. Ankit, I think it's now time for your minute of fame.
So, thank you, first of all, Professor Laurent, for the award. Good evening, everyone. I have a little speech prepared. First of all, I want to congratulate each and every one of you in this room for the graduation ceremony. The last 2 years have been incredibly tough, and it's just so encouraging to see how so many of you have landed your dream job. So congratulations, and let's just savor this moment. In my 1 year at EDHEC, I had the opportunity to be taught by some great minds, the honor to represent EDHEC in the finals of a global business competition, and acquire a skill set that will definitely go a long way in my career, in my journey. But perhaps the biggest learnings took place outside the classroom. For every conversation, for every collaboration that I had with my peers was pivotal. And I feel truly blessed for all the conversations, for all the ideas that I exchanged with such diverse people. People coming from different professions, different backgrounds, all of them taught me something special. And I've also benefited incredibly from the alumni at EDHEC, for they have been a great resource for me to test my ideas. They have been a great sounding board for me. And I believe for us now, it's on our shoulders to make the same contribution to the next generation at EDHEC. Opportunity is everything, and opportunity should be equal. That's the message we try to communicate through the EDHEC Student Finance Club, and I believe we have laid a strong foundation. EDHEC really gave me the platform, the inspiration to chase my dreams. It is the campus in Nice where I conceived the idea for my company, and it's also the campus where I found my future business partner. So Adarsh, Prem, and Václav, who's not here. Let's keep on the hard work and let's make an impact. And finally, I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the biggest investors in my project, my parents, who have raised me to this point that I can enjoy this evening in company of you fine people. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ankit. And now Marie Legrand, WinFin, Women in Finance. It has been created over the academic year 2019-2020 by Maëva Dangin, Juliane Rab, Philippine Adam, Dong Guo, and Gaurav Kaler. They had a pioneering and pivotal role in putting forward women in the financial industry at the very early stage of their education. Their work has been passed on to Marie Legrand and Lei Su, who nurtured the association and took it to the next stage. Obviously, it takes a lot to successfully balancing highly demanding studies and the development of WinFin. And Marie, I think you know that. For that, we all thank you, Marie, you, and all your partners within WinFin. Marie, would you like to share a few words with us?
Yeah. Good afternoon, class of 2021 and 2020 as well. I am beyond happy to be with all of you today. Graduating in the middle of the pandemic hasn't always been easy. But I think we can all say that living in south of France has made it a lot easier. To start, I want to thank EDHEC, the administration, the teacher, all the people that worked for success today. Receiving this award for my work as the former president of EDHEC WinFin wasn't something I expected, but I'm proud. I'm proud of the association we created and that we see thriving today. I am proud of the values we embody and of the impact we are having. And I say we because this was a collective award. We all work together as a team, and it's due to our hard work and dedication that we are here today. So I want to give a special thank you to two women graduating today with me, Valentine Garny and Romane Soulier. This is also your award. EDHEC gave me the opportunity to meet incredible people, and I'm just so looking forward to seeing us shape a future. At EDHEC WinFin, our goal is to empower women to take risks, challenge themselves, and to succeed. So it's a message to all of you. We are at a moment in our life where everything is possible, so go take risks, chase your dream, chase your goal. And let's remember that we are all going to be successful. The question is more, which impact you want to have. Class of 2021 and 2020, let's make ourselves proud. Thank you.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Cool, congratulations.
Every year, we plant the seeds of successful careers for our students that flourishes into exceptional career paths that we have the chance to witness over the years. One of these careers is that of Bruno de Pamplonne, sponsored for the classes of 2020 and 2021. Bruno de Pamplonne graduated from EDHEC in 1981. He started his career at Crédit Lyonnais before joining Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, First Boston, and Merrill Lynch. He then joined Tikehau Capital in 2006 as a partner and chief executive officer of Tikehau Investment Management. He now serves as chairman of TKO Investment Management and head of Asia, based in Singapore. In parallel, Bruno constantly gave back to his school, where he currently serves as chairman of the EDHEC Business School Board of Governors. Unfortunately, Bruno could not join us today, but wished to send you all the following inspiring message.
Bonjour à tous. Dear Emmanuel, dear professors, dear teachers, dear EDHEC staff, their parents, their audience, and above all their students, I really wish I could have been here with you today. COVID has kind of turned our life upside down for the last 2 years, and traveling has become slightly more challenging, I would say. So, finally, today is the day when you all receive your diplomas, the day when you enter a new stage in your life. Sincere congratulations, batch of 2020 and 2021. So, some of you might consider this new stage with optimism, others with impatience, and some may even be apprehensive. Whatever your emotion may be today, I assure you that this is a hell of an exciting time waiting for you. Looking back at the past has been quite fascinating to see the rapidity in which the pace of time has accelerated. The world is opening even more, with ecological, technological, sociological revolution multiplying in front of our eyes. And even if not all of them are for the best, this is clearly an exciting time. So time undoubtedly has accelerated significantly, and no doubt it will continue to do so. Today, you're the new kid around the blocks, you're the future, and that's good. It's kind of great for you. But you should not forget that tomorrow you'll be the past. And tomorrow is just around the corner, guy. So one of my advice to you all is, do not waste your precious time. Be insatiable. As Steve Jobs says once, do not let yourself be bound by uncertainties. Do not let failures get you down. It will actually make you much stronger. Oscar Wilde put it in a different way. Experience is the hardest kind of teacher. It gives you the test first and the lesson afterwards. So always aim for the best. Aim for excellence. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit corny, but it's true. Really aim for excellence. But above all, do not forget as well that there is no success without respect. Respect for your environment, respect for our planet, for your teammates, for your friends, for your family, and don't forget, for yourself as well. Be creative, challenge yourself, and always ask yourself the good questions in life. You know, once a reporter asked Oscar Wilde what his answer would be to the unbearable existential questions that any man or woman would ask himself or herself. Who am I? Where do I come from? And where do I go? Oscar Wilde had this great answer, which is, my name is Oscar, I come from down the streets, and I'm going to the pub for a beer. So I'm stating this anecdote before you to tell you that sometimes the simplest of all answers are the best for the most complex problems. So ask yourself the good questions and make sure you take on the challenge to seek the right answers. Always be curious, be eager to learn. Today we live in a society defined by unlimited access to information. So your biggest challenge is not this access to information. You're bombarded with it. Your biggest challenge is to process it, to make sure you act, you take decisions based on the right one. Do not let yourself be manipulated by others. Form your own will, your own personality. Remember also this quote from Pierre Giorgini. Pierre Giorgini was the dean of the Catholic University in Lille. When I know, I share. When I don't know, I ask. Pretty simple. And do not only ask Google, please. And Galileo take it a step forward when he said, the more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. So remember that. Be modest. However successful you are, remember that you don't know that much anyway. Be conscious of the fact that it's not what we say which is important, but rather how the other understand it. So be explorative, be curious, or once again, as Steve Jobs puts it, be crazy. We're living here with a complicated world, and this world can sometimes be harsh, even dangerous, certainly challenging, but it's also an exciting one and full of opportunities. And this world needs to be reinvented, and that should be your mission of all of you to do so. And this world that you're set to explore may probably, and has already, experience continuous disruptions. Creative destruction, as Schumpeter predicted. The sector of today are called fintech, medtech, biotech, proptech, agrotech, and so on. The currency of tomorrow may not be the dollar or the euro or the ruble or the pound, but very well the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, and other BNB. And all these disruptions have already started to change our way of lives. So you know, Bill Gates 20 years ago was saying that we'll still need banking, but we might not need banks. I left banking actually 15 years ago, so for once I probably got my timing right. But we see that today. So here again, my recommendation for you is to keep being curious. Go all over the world and meet other culture. Explore the new way of life, explore new technology, construct your own experience. Irrespective of whether they are rewarding or disappointing, they will always be enlightening and useful. Believe. Always believe in your future, in your potential, and believe in yourself. Lastly, I would like to share this very well-known motto which goes, unity creates strength. L'union fait la force. Together we are strong. We stand strong in our family, stronger in our businesses, stronger in our community. And I hope the EDHEC community, to whom we all belong, will allow us to be stronger, for sure, and above all, better. So I would like to conclude by wishing you all every happiness in your personal life and the best of success in your professional life, but also the best of success in your personal life and every happiness in your professional life. So now, batches of 2020, 2021, seize your path and just do it. Thanks a lot.
Professor Sisto, it is now time to honor our best students. We are particularly proud today to award prizes to some of our most meriting students who are in an ideal position to contribute to make a positive impact in the finance industry, but also elsewhere. In order to highlight the performance of his students, I would like to invite on stage Professor Ludovic Cahuet and the best students of the Global Economic Transformation and Technology Program. Please join me in welcoming Johannes Engelhardt for the class of 2020, and Yassine Benyoub for the class of 2021. Congratulations, Yassine. We take a photo? Yeah. No, don't stay behind. Stay with us, Yassine, stay with us. It's not over. And now, Professor Moïse Louis, can you join me on stage so that we can congratulate Niklas Podrashki, best students of the class of 2021 of the MSc in International Accounting and Finance. Congratulations, Niklas. Unfortunately, Céline Nouleli's best students of the class of 2021 could not be with us today, but she deserves also some noise, please. Let's have a photo. Please. Thank you very much. Allow me to invite on stage Professor Enrique Schrott, as well as Martin Benzing and Maxime Boulot, best students of the classes of 2020 and 2021 of the MSc in Finance. Please, guys, congratulations. No, we have a photo together? Yeah. For the MSc in Financial Markets, our 2021 best student is Fiona Wrong. Professor Pellegrin, can you join me on stage to give her award, if she is here? Well, I hope that Fiona is watching us at a distance. Fiona, congratulations. And again, Sergei Vorobiev, best students of the class of 2020, couldn't be with us today. Well, Fiona, Sergei, I hope you're watching at a distance and hear the noise of the crowd. Did I forget someone? It seems so. On stage, Moïse, can you join? No, Moïse is already. I'm lost. Professor Hamid Boustanifar. Obviously, the best of us and the last one. Sorry, Hamid. So, Hamid would have loved to give their award to his two beloved corporate finance and banking students, Matthias Fischer and Antonio Durand-Gil. Unfortunately, due to last-minute reason, they couldn't join us today. But, I would like you to give the award to Ilyas Tariq, best student of the MSc Risk and Finance class of 2021. Congratulations, Ilyas. Nelly Ramazian, best students of the class of 2020, couldn't join us today. Well, we'll take a picture. And then, well, let's have a picture all together, no? Yeah, please, come. Yeah, let's mix the students and the professors, come on. Oh yeah, students, there. Thanks a lot. And now, the best thesis. EDHEC gained an international recognition for its commitment to research for business. The engagement of our faculty shows up in the research, but also in the work of the students under their supervision. Like every year, we want to shed light on some of the best papers. For the class of 2020, the Best Research Thesis Prize has been awarded to Yijia Zhang for a master thesis on liquidity risk in asset pricing with skewness measure under the supervision of Professor Kim Pechtenberg. So, Yijia, yeah, please applaud Yijia. She's not here, but she deserved. So, Yijia, these are a few words for you from your supervisor. You're certainly attending the celebration at a distance, and she describes your work as a fantastic research piece on liquidity risk, topical issue in current financial markets. She describes you as very creative and skilled, and you have been a true pleasure to work with. We are also therefore, we're all very pleased that you decided to continue your research through a PhD at Business School in London. Yijia, possibly in a few years' time you're going to join us on stage, but not as a student anymore, as a professor. And now let me call on stage the winner of the Best Research Thesis Prize for the class of 2021, Paul Schweigel. That was a long walk, Paul. Yeah, please. I'll take the award. Yeah, Paul. I'm going to say a few words, and then that's going to be your time. So, Paul wrote a thesis with the title, Do Volatility Managed Portfolios Work Better for Convertible Bonds? Under the supervision of Professor Mirko Rubin. Paul, Professor Rubin apologizes for his absence and sent me a few words about you and your work. So he says that in your dissertation you leverage on the knowledge of convertible bonds you acquired during your professional immersion period, and that allowed you to independently write a dissertation matching academic standards for publication, a rare achievement at this stage of studies. Professor Rubin says that the quality of your work is a reflection of your maturity, work ethic, and thoughtfulness. Mirko sends you his regards and highlights that it was a huge pleasure to have you as a student. Paul, maybe you would like to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Laurent. I'm very honored to win this prize, especially since I know that many of my classmates also did great work, and many would have been also deserving of this prize. I remember my first exam week at EDHEC when I was actually quite worried that I would fail some exams. Luckily, turned out quite differently for me, otherwise I wouldn't be standing here. I think what helped me to do well here at EDHEC is that whenever I needed advice, or someone to encourage me, there was someone there for me, be it one of my classmates or one of my professors. I think this is very important in life and in society in general, and I think EDHEC can be proud of that. So since I standing here because of my thesis, I also especially want to thank my advisor, Mirko Rubin. It was a pleasure to work with him, as well as Professor Rebonato, whose guidance whose input for my thesis was also essential. I also want to thank Ben, my colleague now, as well as Xuan from the class of 2022 for their feedback. My gratitude also goes out to my classmates, especially Fiona, Kyle, Alex, Haoyang, and Marco, with whom I did most of my group projects, and who helped me with the great work to get some time to writing my thesis. I also want to thank Laurent and Alexander, as well as Yiting and Lily from the admissions team, who made me comfortable about joining EDHEC, as well as during my time here. Last but not least, my gratitude goes out to my family for their unconditional support, my parents, my grandma, my brother, as well as my uncles. Thank you very much.
Paul, you join me for a photo? Alexandra, come with us. Thank you very much.
Being part of EDHEC alumni also means entering traditions, sharing aspirations and commitments, embracing values. These are all summarized in a key document, the Pledge of Loyalty, which is the symbol of your degree and of the core values that your school would like you to remember and personify. This pledge will be read by students themselves in recognition of their engagement and exemplary behavior at EDHEC. I am calling Riquiel Ossi and Clémence Betancourt to join us on stage.
Whoa, I can see you all staring at me. Well, as a proud EDHEC graduate, I pledge that I will develop and use my knowledge and skills to make a positive and real impact on society.
I will apply my curiosity, my capacity for boldness, and my entrepreneurial spirit to innovate and change practices for the better.
I will seek to inspire others by acting with integrity and in a responsible and ethical manner.
I will use my EDHEC experience to promote new ways of living and working together in a climate of caring and trust, and which respect equality and inclusiveness.
As an EDHEC graduate, I will apply the school values of engagement, open-mindedness, and creativity to make the world around me a better place and to serve future generations. Thank you.
Let's take a photo. Hang on. Let's have a photo. You don't want a photo? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to both of you. Before we move on to the next and final step of this celebration, let's watch together a few highlights of some of your memorable moments at EDHEC. personne. C'est fini? We will now start the expected sequence, the moment when you will step up on stage with your fellow graduates. Let's start with the Global Economic Transformation and Technology Program. A few words about the program. This program is a double master in management. Students spend a semester in Paris at EDHEC, one in Seoul at SKK University Graduate School of Business, and a full year at University of California, Berkeley House School of Business. They develop skills in technology management, finance, marketing, and entrepreneurship in intercultural contexts, and they can specialize through a large choice of electives in Korea and the USA. To represent this program, let me ask Professor Ludovic Caluet to join us on stage. And I am calling now the students of the class of 2020.
Okay, I'm afraid that you will have to wait slightly longer than expected for the cocktail.
Thank you and congratulations. And now is the turn of the students of the class of 2021.
It is now time to call the MSc in Risk in Finance program, and for that, I would like to have with me Professor Hamid Boustanifar to welcome the students on stage. So the MSc in Risk and Finance program has a specificity to be part-time, with its academic part delivered on our London campus. Program partner of GARP, the Global Association of Risk Professionals. It covers financial markets, risk management, and corporate finance decisions, and therefore prepares students for a variety of careers in the financial industry. I am calling now the students of the class of 2020. The students of the class of 2021.
Congratulations.
Is that fine with the photo? Photographers, that's okay? Just asking. If it's fine, that's fine. Okay. Thanks a lot.
It is now the turn to call the MSc in International Accounting and Finance and Program. So a few quick words on that program. This program is sponsored by PwC, and with an emphasis on international accounting standards and corporate finance, it is designed to prepare students for career as auditors and financial controllers, but also for a variety of other roles, including in the finance areas of large corporations, in advisory and transaction services. To represent this program, I invite Professor Moïse to come up on stage. Thank you, Moïse. And I am, in the meantime, calling the students of the class of 2020. class of 2021.
Congratulations to all of you students. It's now the time for the MSc in Finance program. And for that, Enrique Schrott, can you please join me on stage and welcome the students? The MSc in Finance is a program partner of the CFA Institute. It prepares students for international careers in finance at large. With a broad understanding of corporate finance and financial markets, students are prepared for taking roles in the finance areas of large corporations, in investment banking, in advisory services, as well as in the investment industry. I'm now calling the students of the class of 2020. And now, this is the time for the class of 2021 of the MSc in Finance.
Okay. Now is the turn of the MSc in Financial Markets program. So a few highlights on that program. So this program is a program partner of GARP, the Global Association of Risk Professionals. With an emphasis on quantitative techniques, this program prepares students for international careers in financial markets, whether on the sell side or the buy side, be it in the asset management industry, in risk management, or in the sales, training, and structuring of financial product. To represent this program, I invite Professor Florian Pellegrin to join us on stage. And let me call the students of the class of 2020. Of the class of 2021.
Thank you very much and congratulations. I know some of these students have been waiting for this celebration for quite some time. And last but not least, we will now deal with the MSc in Corporate Finance and Banking program. And for that, I would like to call Professor Hamid Boustanifar. The MSc in Corporate Finance and Banking is sponsored by Société Générale, our historical partner in the investment banking world. With an emphasis on corporate finance, financing, and capital market transactions in an international environment, this program prepares students for all types of highly successful careers, predominantly in the finance areas of large corporations or in multinationals, in investment banking and advisory, but also in capital market and investments. I'm now calling the students of the class of 2020. And now, the class of 2021 of the MSc in Corporate Finance and Banking. I think we are facing quite a challenge to host everyone on stage, but we will manage. We always do at EDHEC. We know how much you appreciate Professor Boustanifar, but you'll have to leave the stage.
A great many thanks to all the professors, and once again, congratulations to all of you.
It has been a real pleasure to share this special moment with you, here and at a distance. So, as I'm saying from the beginning, we will soon be able to share a cocktail together. But before, to conclude the ceremony, I'd like to call on stage Catherine Fagnin, EDHEC alumna. Catherine will perform with you the ritual that will make you EDHEC alumni forever.
Great. Hello to all. Well, I'm Catherine Fagnin. I'm Business Support Services Leader at EY France, and I'm graduated from the Master Grande Ecole program after Jacques in 1986. So it's my duty and my pleasure to close your graduation ceremony. But rather than just close it, I'd like to open it to the future, to tomorrow, to your imminent future of EDHEC Forever. Yes, EDHEC Forever, because you will now join the big EDHEC alumni family as a graduate. So don't hesitate to explore the 3 fields of action that EDHEC alumni life offers you. First field is share. Share within the professional and local clubs and in our events. Just sign up for the next EDHEC rendezvous in June. Care. offer, receive, enrich yourself with your Alumni Connect program. And third, dare to innovate by relying on the EDHEC entrepreneurs ecosystem, or just continue to learn with the EDHEC Alumni Lifelong Learning Program. Do not hesitate to solicit and to contribute to your EDHEC alumni network and to wear the school's colors high. And now the ceremony is about to end. Now comes, in the form of the rite of passage, the time to welcome you with great pleasure and solemnity to the EDHEC Alumni Network as a graduate. I would like all graduates and only graduates to stand up, please. Thank you. So now we're going to do the rite of passage together. I'm talking about the turning tassel, which symbolize your graduation. Please follow my 3 steps instructions so that the final photo will be great. Step 1, you have to wear the tassel on your right side. Every graduate has his tassel on the right side? Yes. Step 2, I'm now inviting you to turn your tassel slowly from the right to the left. This is the symbol of your graduation. Thank you. Last step. Step 3. We will count down all together with your family and your friends and your professors. We will count from 5 to 1 and say go. When we all say go, you can throw your cap in the air all together to celebrate your graduation. Are you ready? So, all together. 5, 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's forget our plans. Dreams are get our plan.